So today, as Donna mentioned, is the final session of the series, the Contractor, Aftercare and Redeployment session. We'll keep you for around 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. We're going to go through three kind of main takeaways. Best practices and how you can engage and retain your best contractors. Aftercare strategies to keep your workers retaining and renewing and staying with you. And then finally, how do we leverage these workers, renewals, redeployment, and how do we track that in Vincherry in the reporting suite? So they're the kind of three main takeaways from today's session. Shall we get cracking, guys?
Yeah, should we start with a little poll?
Yeah, let's do a poll.
Let's do it.
So guys, a poll should appear on your screen right now in the middle of the screen. And the question is, with the current IR35 upcoming changes, are you looking to, feel like I'm on a quiz round here, A, grow your contract book, B, keep it the same, C, reduce our contract book, or 4, it just has no effect on me or us as a business?
It's really interesting for us to know that, so that we know what you guys are going to need in terms of the product, and how we can support you through these times of either growth or decline of your contract book. So it's a really, really key bit of information for us. Okay.
Overwhelmingly, 74% grow your contract book. So everybody on the call pretty much wants to grow that book, which is great. So you're on the right call to do that.
Indeed.
Cool. Okay, perfect. Let's jump into the session then.
Let's get on it.
Okay, great. So basically, guys, this is Vincherry. This is my Vincherry homepage now. And for example, I'm logged in and I want to get straight away to my active workers. Okay, so I just want to go straight away and look at my active contractors, my runners. All I have to do is go to the sidebar menu and go to this hollow orange person here, starting active workers. If you can't see that, guys, on the left-hand side, you just come into the pencil, bottom left-hand side, just toggle it on. Okay, so just toggle it on, make sure you can see it, and that will stay sticky forever. And then all you would do is click through. Instantly, in one click, that takes me straight to our runners. So I can see here, we've currently got 19 active contractors out working for us as a business.
So they're pretty
really,
expensive
nice
to acquire them, Matt, right? So they are, I'm sure that you guys will agree, it's increasingly expensive to bring a new contractor into the business, get them compliant, get them registered, do everything that you need to do. It's quite a big cost associated with that. So I suppose the main thing is once we've got them, we want to make sure that they stay with us. Yeah, right. So so this is my contract book. This is your current contract book. How do we identify those that are potentially a flight risk? So anyone that's due to finish within a certain amount of time, for instance, Matt?
Okay, great question. So 2 ways, guys. The first way is from your table views. So right now I can see my 19 contractors. I can scroll across and I can have a look here, see start date, see end date, and I can just run a filter. So I can just go to my filter option, these 3 lines here, top right-hand corner, and I can say, I want to find all the contractors that are finishing in the next 2 weeks, okay? Hit filter, straight away that filters every single active contractor, and it shows me my 2 contractors here that are finishing in the next 2 weeks. So that's the first way. That's a very easy way to come and do that in one click. The second way you can do, guys, is from your search. So if you go to your advanced search, so this blue funnel, top left-hand corner, left click, and then hopefully you've already seen the advanced search and you're already familiar with it. But if you haven't, what you can do is scroll down to where it says show more search options. And then from here, really, really nice if you are running a contract book, is you can say, don't include active contractors or temps. I don't want to see the active ones unless they're finishing in the next 7, 14, 28 days. So we know who we want to renew, who we don't want to renew. And again, you can save these searches. So you might want to combine like job titles in here, companies, compliance status, anything you want, you can save these searches. They're the kind of 2 options you can do. You can do filters or you can do save search.
Be interested to know how many people knew that was tucked away in their advanced search.
A bit hidden, isn't it?
Extra drop down, but it's a real winner.
Cool. So now we can see, yeah, we've got 2. We've got 2 active runners. If you were on the last call, hopefully you knew that we placed a infamous candidate called Jackie Weaver. There she is. She's still working. She's still the chief chairperson at Zoom. The last webinar was around 6 weeks ago. She's coming to an end. So now we need to basically renew her or decide what to do with her next.
So this might be quite a big list, Matt, in the real world. You know, this is
Yeah.
going to be the people finishing in the next 14 days is going to be quite extensive. So for me, going back to myself as a temps consultant, kind of sitting there, you know, ringing around, making sure everyone's happy, do they want to renew and all that kind of thing, making sure they don't go to another agency, they're talking to anyone else, identifying temp traders, all that kind of stuff. It's quite a lengthy admin process. So you got any tips or hints for how we can make that a bit easier for the guys?
Man, Donna. Always. So guys, this process doesn't have to be long and cumbersome. It's really, really simple in Vincere, okay? I'm going to ask you a question now. So go into the chat and put where you think. If I want to do an action now against, let's say, Jackie Weaver, what's the all-important golden click I have to do, okay? Where on this screen do I click now to do an important action for the candidate? Put it in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. Where do I click?
No one knew
Lindori,
it was going to be tested.
I know there's a test on this call, keeping everyone on their toes.
Oh, here we go. We've got some Vinny champions.
Love that. Box on the left, box on the left, check box on the left. Guys, love that. Again, all you do, if in doubt in Vinny, check this box. And Vincere says, okay, what's next? What do you want to do next for this candidate? And we want to check in with Jackie. We want to see how she's getting on. So all we have to do is go across to add comment, add task, or add meeting. Today I'm going to add a comment. Left click. And now I can go through and enter my comment. I can, you know, give Jackie a phone call. Let's say I've rang Jackie this morning. She definitely wants to renew, and I'm now going to go and add my thoughts on the profile. Okay. Come into here, type in your comments. Hopefully, I'm going to do another quiz here now, guys. Hopefully, remember from our last call, if I don't want to have to manually write out my comments and my thoughts and my text every single time I do this, what's that golden Chrome extension called? So what's the Chrome extension that's free to use, free to download, that works seamlessly with Vinny, and I can do kind of templated texts?
Dave, oh, everyone's on it. Matt, your training team is smashing it.
Absolutely love that.
You're going to buy those guys a coffee this afternoon. They're obviously doing well. Customer success team. Text Blaze it is. Guys.
Text Blaze. So it's a Chrome extension, top right hand corner. Download it. It's free. Get everybody in your business on this tool. It doesn't just work with Vincere. It works really well on emails and things like that for LinkedIn. If I've now spoken to Jackie, I want to renew her. All I do is do my / and then I do renewal. Okay. Look at that. Almost like magic. It just basically does my job for me. We can see the date, today's date, open to renewal. Is Jackie open to renewal? Yes, she is. So delete where appropriate. Has the candidate, or it depends how you set this up. Has the candidate been contacted by another agency? No, they haven't. We're going to keep them exclusive. And then comments. Loves the power, or the authority, as we're calling it.
You've picked a hard word there with authority. Stick with power.
Trying to talk and write at the same time.
I want one of type authority. Yeah.
Loves the power. And then, guys, so that's my comments. You can write anything you want in here. Again, we're just being silly with that, but with text Blaze, it can be anything you want. So it doesn't have to just be for renewals. It can be for, you know, Donna, what have we got? Birthday calls, birthday check-ins.
Well, yeah, it's quite powerful actually to have these set up for different types of calls. So you can manage everything from, you know, something more kind of like Matt's doing now, more work related, but also things like checking in, saying happy birthday. It's a really nice touch and can keep those candidates exclusive. So you can set this up for pretty much anything. And don't forget that the candidate birthdays is one of the filters in your calendar as well. So you can actually have those mapped out across your calendar so you don't miss anybody. You can continue to show them a bit of love. Don't forget for the app users as well, this could be done with your voice. You can talk into the app to do this.
Absolutely. So we go through, we add our comments, we use text Blaze, we do it free text. Then we choose the activity. So what's the activity I'm doing? So it's a pre-renewal call, right, Donna? So we're going to ring up, we're going to see if she wants to renew, and she does.
Or contractor aftercare check-in, whatever you want to set up. Or
contractor after check-in, yeah.
Yeah, whatever you guys set up. They're linked to your KPIs if you want them to be. So whatever you want.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you set all these up, then we can choose a follow-up. So let's say we're going to save this. We've done this phone call that happened this morning, but I want to do a follow-up, Jackie, maybe a week's time. So I'm going to choose a follow-up for a task. Hit save. I can take my hands away now, guys. My hands are here. I haven't had to click anywhere else. It's automatically popped out and reminding me to add a task. I haven't had to click anywhere. And I can say follow-up call. I can go through add a due date and time. I can link it to an activity, again, fully configured by yourselves. I can go through and use text Blaze, and I can put my comments in there, and I can save that. And that'll then be saved directly as a task, as a future action. That's going to go in my calendar, two-way, Outlook 365, not Office 365 even, and G Suite, and in my planner as well. So I'm reminded to do that in a week's time. Cool. So now we've gone through, we've done the comments, we've called her. Now we need to change her status. So now we need to know, my colleagues need to know what her status is for a renewal. So we can see Jackie's current status is compliance completed, okay? But now she's open to renewal. So we need to go and update that. In terms of how you update the status, again, you can do it from the all-important checkbox, like so, and then you can go down to update status, or personally, I prefer to go to the quick view. So this little box here, it looks a little bit like a newspaper. So some of my colleagues call this the newspaper, but it's called the quick view. Click through to it, and now I can see the status here. So I can click into here, and I can update that status to, what should we put down? Ready for renewal?
Ready for renewal. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, these are configurable. So these are just statuses that me and Matt have put together. They're not necessarily what you would use, but you can be as creative as you want with your statuses. That's absolutely fine. So now that we've identified, Matt, that she's ready for renewal, we need to put our sales hat on and make sure that she, well, ideally gets kept on by the same client, but we need to find out whether there's an appetite for that from that client before we then go and sell her out to anybody else. So is there a nice way from here for us to be able to identify who she's working for?
Absolutely. So straight from this view. So hopefully everyone on the call now can see I've got company applied, Amazon Web Services, contact name, Betty Boo, job applied, chief chairperson, Zoom. Okay, guys, if you can't see contact name when you log on the session and think, how did Matt see that? All you have to do is go into these two boxes here. These are your smart views. You set these up. So you've got all these different columns here, and you've got, as you can see, everything from names, numbers, contact, compliance, GDPR, everything you would need to see in one view. Toggle it on or off, go into your smart views, and then save that. So for example, if I go into Matt's view, this first one, I can't see the contact from there. If I go into Matt's view 2, I can actually go through and see the contact Betty Boo. So you don't have to, it's very tempting in Vincherry to click on contact, then find the job, and then click back to it. You're going to get lost in lots of clicks there. But really, look at that. One click, I'm straight on the contact profile. And there she is. There's our client, Betty Boo. So what's next? You're probably thinking, how do I do it? It's the exact same as you just done for Jackie. It's the same look and feel. It's the same place on the profile. It's just blue, which means CRM, contacts, and clients.
And I can still use text plays, can I?
Still use text plays. Go into actions, top right hand corner, go into comment, go into there. We've actually got a text play set. So client, if I can spell client right.
Well done for remembering that one, Matt.
Client renewal, there we go.
There we go.
And it's the same look and feel. We've got the date, satisfied with contractor. So Donna, you can be Betty for the day. Are you satisfied with Jackie Weaver?
Absolutely. She's amazing. I can't live without her.
Great. Contractor preference. Do you want the same candidate or are you open to a different candidate?
I've onboarded her now. Let's keep her.
Cool. So keep that as yes. Renewal confirmed. Do you want the renewal?
Yeah, let's go for it.
How long are you thinking initially?
We'll take another 6 months.
Nice. Look at that. Making money like it's going out of fashion. And then comments. So again, this is the comments. So I guess the real question here, Donna, is
she has the authority.
Okay, great.
And you could get away with power as well.
She has it. I think that'll do. She has it. She has the authority.
Yeah. If there's anyone on the call, by the way, who doesn't know who Jackie Weaver is, and you're thinking, what the hell have Matt and Donna had for lunch or with lunch? Google it. She's quite infamous.
Even better, watch the recording of our last webinar from 6 weeks ago, and you'll understand the story in more detail, and you'll learn how Vinny works.
Yeah.
So the action here is client renewal call. Again, you can configure these. These are all configured by yourselves as super users, as the business leads. And again, you can add a follow-up if you want for 2 weeks' time or maybe 3 months' time, whatever you like, and then hit save. Done. Few clicks, all of that has now been saved automatically to the activities tab, and I can run searches in here, I can view it, I can see it, and I get my KPIs in one click straight away. Nice.
But you're missing something really important, Matt. You've got a renewer.
I have.
So how are we going to do that from here? Do I need to go find the job or?
So again, very tempting, guys. You're thinking, great, I'm really proud of myself. I've got my KPI, job done. As Donna mentioned, you have to renew them. You're probably wanting to go into jobs and then click through to it, or go to Jackie and then click back and then go and search all over the place. All you have to do from here, the golden rule, and again, if you don't know this, write this down, get a pen and paper and write it down, is click the X top right hand corner. So it's very, very tempting to click back. Do not click that in Vinny. Click the X top right hand corner and then look where I am. Straight back where I was. I've still got my filter. My filter's still switched on. I've still got the statuses here. I've still got Betty Boo, all in one click. Whereas if you would have not done that, you're probably looking at about 10 clicks to get back to where you want to be. Whereas the X, really, really important. The holy grail of Vincere, we'll call it.
It took me so long to learn that on demos. I spent so many times going back, and I was like, don't actually do that. I've just done it wrong. But it's once you get to do it, it's golden. Little
cool.
things,
so now
right?
we've got Jackie, we've got Tom. Let's say we want to update all the statuses. So we've spoken to Tom. He wants to be renewed as well. He's the engineer over at Amazon. I can update his status individually, or again, guys, remember, you can check the box at the top and I can in bulk update those statuses. So I can do that up to 200 at a time. I can go through renewed, ready for renewal, update them, and that'll update the statuses like so. In terms of renewing, you can send a question comment here, can't you guys? Send a quiz. In terms of renewing, how do I now renew Jackie Weaver? I've done all the admin, I've done the phone calls, I've got my KPIs. How do I renew the all-important Jacqueline Weaver in the system? Put it in the chat, let us know. No one's using the chat, no one's talking to us. What's happened? I've scared everyone off.
Maybe they don't know.
Maybe they don't know.
So
Maybe
go for it, Matt. Enlighten the world.
All you do, guys, you just check that box again, tick the box against the candidate. Vincere pops up and says, what do you want to do next? And I would like to renew Jackie. So I go into renew contract. It then automatically populates the original start date of Jackie back when we did the first webinar, the original end date, so 20th of April, so just under 2 weeks' time. Then we're going to renew her from, say, the 21st, and we're going to do another few months. So go through there and renew that. All you then do is hit confirm. That then takes you back into the placement screen, but this is now a renewal. So really important, you'll see the placement status is a first renewal. Everything from the first placement comes through. All the salary, all the pay rate and charge rate, all the documents come through. If you need to make a change, maybe Jackie's been working so well, she's negotiating a higher salary. She might come in here, you might change a 6-month contract, you might come in here and change the salary, change the bill rate, the charge rate. When you're happy, go to actions. You can send out client contracts, you can send out candidate contracts, the same way you would do the normal placement like we looked in the last session. And then when you're happy, you would just choose move to renewed, okay? And then that automatically then renews that contractor. So now we'll see, we go into the renewals chevron automatically. So that's where all my renewals are sitting. And then you'll see there she is. So Jackie Weaver, the very last result, where she's had one renewal count. So I can click through there and I can see she's currently active on this role until the 20th of April. And then from the 21st of April, she's going to be, she's starting now, but when the 21st comes around, she'll change to active and this one will change to finished. Job done. Really, really nice and easy to do in Vinny.
And also impacting analytics, just like everything else does. Every action that we're taking when we're, going about our daily business in our ATS and our CRM is all kind of pinging in here. So that's now going to impact in our temp and contractor dashboard. And actually for renewals, it's going to affect our redeployment rate. So anyone that does temp or contract probably lives in this dashboard. This is a really nice place to see what your current contract book looks like and how that compares against previous period, years, however you wanted to set it up, to see how many contractors you currently have out, how many new starters you've had. But this metric here, and forgive me guys, in this site, this is incredibly high. We surveyed our customers about 6 months ago, and I think the current redeployment rate was sitting at around 20% on average. So anything over that, you do really well, but it's a key metric and something that I think, as a business, you can really look at targeting. And redeployment is just basically turning people around and redeploying them, putting them into the same role as we've just done with Jackie, or indeed another role on finishing their contract. So when we've just renewed Jackie, she's going to then affect that redeployment rate and that key KPI for the business. So for anyone that's not familiar with this dashboard, I won't go through it in too much detail today because I want to let you get on with your lunch, but just go around and just go in. It's available for you all. Just go in and have a play with it. It's a really nice way of almost from a kind of mothership managing your entire contract book. So you can see what your figures are currently looking like. You can look at the contractors that are sitting in that unutilized category. So these are candidates or contractors that are not currently working for you, but probably should be. So you can look how much they usually make for you, and indeed when they were last called as well. It's not about catching your consultants out, it's about recognizing that they're human. And so this is there to just make sure that when we do drop the ball, we're there to kind of pick up that ball and stop it from falling all the way to the floor. So we can see when those last calls were. In this case, it's not too bad. But you're also able to do that for your active contract book as well, just to make sure that that contract aftercare is on point, and you're not just letting people, work, bring in money for you every hour, and actually not get any love from you, because essentially when that contract comes to an end, they're not going to feel kind of, loyal to you. They'll go to wherever offers them another role. So that kind of contractor aftercare is really key, and it can all be monitored from one place, which is your temp and contractor dashboard.
Awesome. Couldn't have explained it better myself, Donna. Really, really awesome.
Do you love a bit of temp and contractor dashboard, Matthew?
You do. This is your baby.
It is, yeah. Okay, cool. I think that's it in terms of the actual system stuff.
That's it, guys. I mean, we haven't covered
in the chat?
that much really, but we've covered really important takeaways. If you go back, we've just basically shown you in a very quick kind of 20-minute, not many click webinar, how you basically keep, retain and renew your very expensive contract book. Okay.
Yeah.
And we've shown you how you can report on it and make sure you're doing those calls. So I guess that's how easy it is. We haven't shown a lot, but it's really, we've done a massive workflow there in a few clicks.
Yeah.
So Linda, how's the chat been? Any kind of major questions that we need to
Lynn
answer?
looks so busy. She looks like she's on it, like really concentrating hard.
Yeah, I think she is.
Yeah, she is. We'll leave her because she's obviously answering all of your questions. If there are questions, guys, that we're not able to answer here and now, then we still will be able to see them after. So we'll endeavour to come back to you. Okay.
I mean, guys, webinars, we're on the webinar now. Let us know if you like these webinars, because if you like them, we'll keep doing more. We want to make them really short and sharp rather. I've got a haircut in the mind.
Haircut in the mind. Yeah.
We want to do them really, really frequently. They're free to join. Get your whole team on them. 20 minutes out of your day. If you're learning and they're good, we'll do more of them. These are the ones you can access now on vincherry.io/webinars. We've got all sorts there, from engagement hub, live list, analytics, front office basics. We are redesigning these over the next few weeks as well. So we are listening to what you want and we're making new ones.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the session today and thinking, that looks great, but I don't really know where to start, don't forget about our Vincherry Training Academy. So this is where one of our superstar customer success team will reach out to you. We'll do a bespoke training session. We'll do it a lot slower than we've been through today, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we'll go through your database. We'll look at your runners. We'll look at how you renew them, how you use the analytics, and how you get the most out of the platform. Again, we're not talking hours and hours and hours and hundreds of pounds. We're just talking 1 hour or so. And then we'll get you sorted.
Yeah.
And the final one before we go, we always shamelessly plug some Vinny products. And today it's going to be the mobile app. So hopefully everybody on the call, we've got around 200 or so, I think, on the call, have downloaded the mobile app. It is available on iOS and Google Play, Android. It's pretty awesome, guys. It's on your watch, it's on your mobile, it's on the web app. It's pinging all the time, notifications, real time. Yeah, really, really good. So make sure you've all got it if you haven't already.
For those diehard Vinny chat fans, it's all in there. It's all in the app as well. So that's really cool.
And that's it, guys. That's the Matt, Donna, and Lynn show done for another day. Let us know your feedback and stay tuned for more webinars in the future.
We'll be
like
back.
Donna mentioned, very much temp. We're going to have kind of a temp focus. Then we'll go and do exec search. We'll do perm, and we'll really listen to what you want from the platform. Thanks for joining, guys. Stay safe. Enjoy, if you're in the UK, enjoy the pubs or we're outdoors. And we'll speak to you soon. We'll stick around for a few questions, guys, in the chat.
Yeah.
Hope you found it useful.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.
No worries, guys. Got a lot of thanks coming through, so you're all very welcome. Thanks for taking half an hour out of the day. Really appreciate that.
I always think it's nice when people say thank you as well before they leave. I think it's a really nice touch. Thank you. Well, Jordan's just opened up a can of worms. We'll talk.
I'll answer that in the chat afterwards, Jordan. Yeah. I'll give you a call.
Chat after. Go there, yeah. Cheers, Guy. Thanks, Charles.
See you later, Pat. Cheers, Pat. Cheers, George. Speak to you
thanks,
soon.
Christine. think that's it.
Cool. I think that's it. We'll crack on. So anyway, have a good day, guys, and we'll
You've
speak
got
to
to
you
get
very,
to the
very soon.
hairdressers, Matt.
Gotta
Run,
get to the
run,
barbers
run.
quick. Might lose my slot. Waiting for 6 weeks.
Go for it.
Bye,
See you
guys.
later, guys. Bye. Bye.